Hello, you're listening to Adam Yurchick recording for TCGplayer.com. Thank you for joining me for round 2 of my Shards of Alara Flashback draft. So this hand has some lands, an obelisk, and then some expensive spells, and then Executioner's Capsule. This hand doesn't have anything too great going on. It's tempting to just throw it back. I do have a capsule, but it's going to be really slow to get going. Dreg Reaver is the worst card in my deck. Thoktar is probably not far behind. Ultimatum is quite good though, but I'm just going to mulligan this hand. I'll keep this one, put Dreg Reaver on the bottom. That might be decent with the Obelisk accelerating into it on 4. This hand obviously needs white, and that Panorama does not help. But I like that at least the Obelisk accelerates into something. I like that it has 3 lands. Panorama is going to get a mountain. And I'll just play the Elemental, most likely. Though I might want to play for Gem Charm. I think top decking Gem Charm is a good plan, so I'm just going to play the Obelisk here. I can also draw 5-drop. The Elemental is not doing anything. So he's got a lot of acceleration going on. Nice. So he plays a 5/3 and then deals 2 to us. But I hit my white. I could play the Obelisk, or I could play the Rock Slide. I think play the Obelisk. That way next turn I could play the Ceradon, and then maybe I can play the Godsire the turn after. That's the plan here. And probably not even going to be good enough to get me back in the game. But it's a shot. I could also play for Violent Ultimatum. Okay, so I'm going to take 2 from the Firestoker to 7. And then 5 next turn from the Great Claw, and then 2 more. So I could play towards the Ultimatum. I could also play towards Gem Charm. I have 2 Gem Charm, so does Gem Charm win the game? Yeah. No. It might. I go to 2, then I can play the Godslayer. Okay, I'm going to get the planes and just hope I draw one of the 2 Gen Charm. And then Godslayer could win. Nope. Ceradon could chump block. I don't even want to show it. Just going to concede. And I'm going to submit this and hopefully just draw better. Wasn't a great draw. Could have went to 5, but I think that was a fine keep. I had a fine chance. And I will play first. And have a Cycler, but his hand's kind of weak. Blister Beetle actually might kill something against him. I do have Jund Battle Mage. Yeah, I'm going to keep this hand. I have the Cycler. I have the Beetle, which should be alright. And then I have Jund Battle Mage, which is one of my best cards, and I can play it on curve if I hit a land. Hopefully just find a forest and start using it. Magma Spray, that's a good one. It's a very good one. Even if I miss a land drop, I could survive with a card like Magma Spray. So I think the best line here is to spray that and hope I draw land. Even if I cycled and drew land and then had mana for the Battle Mage, I still would probably want to spray his creature. So I have to just spray it and then just hope that I draw land and have the perfect draw. So good. Hit the land. It's not the forest, but I'm not going to be too greedy. Just happy to get it into play. Obelisk for him. Hit the forest. Awesome. So I think I would rather make a 1/1 than attack, so just going to pass it back. And I'll cycle the Renette end of turn. I just want to hit some lands here. The Renette's not really doing anything for me. Hit some lands or some action. Hopefully Gifts does not 2 for 1. It does. Hit the Firestoker, but I'm going to kill that with the Beetle, so this is working out well. Make a 1/1. Cycle. Gen Charm. Hopefully I can use it to pump some creatures, not necessarily Plasm here. And pass it back. I'll keep the Gen Charm around. Could end up Plasming later. I could also block with some Saprolings and then Plasm, take out some bigger creatures. I'm going to make as many tokens as I can, attack for as long as I can, and then take a defensive posture and win with Godslayer. And the Cavern Thoktar will be great too. He sacks the Firestoker, plays around the Blister Beetle. That sucks. Would have liked to sideboard that out. Otherwise, pop the Cavern Thoktar, gets down, and holds his 4/4 at bay. Another gift. Taken him a while, so he probably didn't miss. Probably has some options. Gets a Plains and Guardians of Akrasa. So now he can get his 4/4 into our 5/5. Doesn't even play it though. It's not sure what he has going on. Going to play the Obelisk before I attack. And then I'm just going to attack with the Thoktar. Oh, so he's going to probably silence it. So he left his mana up. Maybe I could have seen that coming. But no big deal. I'll just chump this. I can also take it for a turn, build up a token, triple block it, and then Gen Charm and end a turn. We'll see if he sacks this. He does. So Branching Bolt's sweet. Nice. So I'm gonna just double block one and block the other one, and then Klasm is bored. This worked out better than I could have hoped for. I could. So my options are to Klasm and end a turn and maybe snag another creature, or oh, never mind. I was thinking I could make a token in response Klasm, and I could, but then his creatures would live. Obviously, I have to wait for combat to go through, so I'll just deal one. I might tell him that I'm going to cast Gen Charm, but maybe not. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to take it. Hopefully, if he has something, he plays it, but he probably doesn't have another small creature. Alright, so he's not going to like this. Crazy good. Crazy good. There's Rock Slide Elemental. Suppose right on time. If I had earlier, it would have just got swept up under the Gen Charm. Now I can use the Beetle and the Branching Bolt. So no white, unfortunately. If I hit it, he's in rough shape. Oh no. Unfortunately, I had actually F6'd, and I wasn't able to destroy that before blockers, so I missed out on 2 damage. Hopefully that does not come back to bite me. But on the plus side, I now have a more real threat. Oh no. What does he have? Spearbreaker Behemoth. So that shuts down the Ceradon, but definitely not Godslayer. Just have to pass though. There's the white mana. could play the Blister Beetle to chump block, but I don't think things are that desperate, so I'll keep it in hand. I'm actually going to keep the Rock Slide on defense because I don't think it accomplishes anything attacking. I'll probably be winning in chunks of 8. I'd rather just have a blocker for each of his creatures. Don't want to get greedy. Cool. That does not do much. And actually, it's a great target for Magma Spray. So let's play the Drake, or not Magma Spray, for Blister Beetle. So let's play the Drake and then play the Beetle. Kill his creature, pump both of mine. And pass. Godsire actually has Vigilance, so I can't attack here because of his indestructible creature. But I realized in the last round I think I could have attacked when I didn't. That might have changed the game. Might have given my opponent more chance than he needed to have. Capsule. Perfect. I think that actually kills him. With this Ceradon coming down. He concedes. So that was awesome. That white mana came right in the nick of time. Let's go to the sideboard. I think the Blister Beetle is worthwhile. We saw some small creatures. I could use Thunder Thrash. Could be better than Dreg Reaver. More upside. Resounding Roar could also be pretty useful. But I just have so few creatures that I don't know if I really want it. I think I'm going to try out the Thunder Thrash and submit this. So I'm really happy to see my Jund mana and some creatures and removal and just a little bit of everything. So I'm going to happily keep this. And he actually played it at Crescent Squire. So my Blister Beetle is going to be perfect. There's some logic to keeping the Beetle so I can pump my other creatures, but because I have such a nice curve and things to do with my mana, I want to just keep my life total high. I'm going to play the Beetle right now. Kill his thing. And just curve out, use all my mana. Get the Battle Mage into play now and just start churning out tokens, which are going to die and pump my other two. So this is perfect game plan. Looks like he missed a land drop as well. There's Godslayer for later. And I should actually send the Beetle, I think. Yeah, because he'll send his 3/3. Send his 2/2 at me as a 3/3. I'm not going to block with my Rock Slide. So I'm not going to triple block, so I'd rather just get in And I'll take this, and then I can start jumping next turn when I have the Drake down. No attack. He just doesn't want to trade. With the Battle Mage, maybe? Or the token in the Rock Slide, I don't know. But I'm sticking on my game plan. Oh, I guess he wanted to stop me from attacking him with my tokens. That makes perfect sense. He's getting on the defensive. That's reasonable, but that's not a plan he's really going to win, I don't think. Not a good game plan here. So another Exalted. Pretty good. Carrion Thrash, and I will get in with my Flyer. He's just really not in a good situation to attack, because if he does, I'm going to block a bunch and make some huge creatures. And there's Obelisk of Naya. Perfect. So we'll just get in with the Flyer and the Thrash. Obelisk down. At any point, I could use Branching Bolt to pump my two things. I could have killed the Steward there if I thought I needed the mana. I'd rather save it for like Rake Claw or just something that I really need to kill. So in this spot, though, I'd probably kill the Steward. End of turn. He's ramping to something, and I can pretty much just alpha him down now. Also, if I draw land, I'm going to play Godslayer. So I want to use the Bolt while I can. Saproling. And I'm just going to send everything. And then play Godslayer. And if he eats Blister Beetle, I get some counters. He just dies. So I win the match. Thank you for watching, and please join me for the finals.